Hello. Bernie, there you
Hey, there we go. Are we live? Can you hear
We
me?
are.
Am I frozen? Are we good? We're good, I think.
We're good.
Welcome. Welcome, everybody. I am joined by the wonderful Sarah, Mindful Exposures, and of course, the Alchemy Experiments. And tonight, some good big news that I've confirmed I'm finally going to this place right here, the Medicine Hat Badlands Guardians. I'm going to be there from July 14th to the 16th. Which is one day before my birthday, at which point I am then heading out to Shambhala Music Festival on the 18th to work for a week, which is going to be awesome. And hopefully I have cell reception out there and going to do some podcasting from around there as well, if
Awesome.
it works, at least recordings.
Yeah. So I'm actually dabbling with pretty strongly with the idea of going to the Moon Lake gathering.
With Terry Carter?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yes. Please be our live correspondent from Moon Lake.
Right? Okay.
I think you should, sister. That would be amazing. And yes, you
I already
should
did
do it.
my investigation on places to stay / camp and the route I need to take. So it's just like happening. I have this window too where I'm like in between house sitting / dog sitting. That's like my job right now. And so yeah, I'm thinking, and I was like, I really want to do the Southwest. It's really hot right now though. So but on the way back, I'm gonna try to hit up some spots like in Colorado maybe.
That's the thing though, when it's super hot, that's the best time to go and to travel, so that you don't get caught out in the cold, nor do you get caught out with a Sasquatch or giant or alien or whatever else you're going to hear about at the Moonlight Gathering.
You know what? Sorry, I'm not scared of Sasquatch anymore because of my experience. And I am thinking about, do you think I should tell my story? And it's not like super fantastical, but
go ahead. We all
Thank you for your approval. Yeah, anyway, it's it gets super hot out there, that's all. And anyway, well, I'll keep you posted, but yeah, it's like planning on scheduling that here.
That's epic. I'm glad to hear that. And shout out to Zertis. Just recently, he's in Vostok. Oh my, no, not Vostok. Can't even say it. Wherever the heck the Bosnian pyramids are in Bosnia-Herzegovina, Vistok, I think, maybe Vistok, Herzegovina, Bosnia, wherever the pyramids are. He got to do had a little conversation recording with Sam Ismanovich on site and got to go explore it. So pretty cool.
Wow. Very cool.
Definitely on my bucket list to visit before my days are done as well, to go see those Bosnian pyramids, and at the very least to make Sam Isvanovich aware of the geoglyphology done by the Faram Foundation and Arthur Faram, and that both geoglyphs and geoglyphology is present in this Medicine Hat Badlands, Alberta site, as well as in the actual building of the Bosnian pyramids and their specific lengths and measurements and orientations. And I can't wait to actually go see this site here in a few days.
That's very exciting.
Finally check out these different earthenwork lines that are supposedly there, and hopefully get to capture some images of them and get the drone going up and see what we can find.
What kind of drone do you have?
DJI Mini 2.
Cool.
Yeah, have yet to try flying it, so hopefully it works and I do it good and right. What did I want to also?
I have not experienced myself, and that is something that is going to definitely happen if the budget suits itself. So
right. Gotta do it for exploring. Oh dear,
yeah.
how am I doing this? Oh right. Okay, I remember how to work Twitter now. Okay, share
Hang in
this.
there, folks. Here we go.
Okay, I remember how to. No, I don't remember. I muted myself and played the wrong video. Okay, here we go. This is the one I wanted to do.
All right.
So this is actually right next to Medicine Hat, Alberta, and this Red Rock Coulee is. This video was just released today by Wandering Wolf. Shout out to Mike over at Wandering Wolf, and he's done some epic work and recordings in sites, including at the Saskatchewan Mystery Rocks, as well as this site right next to the Badlands. So I'm stoked that I'm actually going out there and try to get some footage to draw him back to come back into this area. And I just posted the link for this video in the live chat. And these are the different red rock in the area there.
I am subscribing.
Rocks and balls.
And why are they called mystery rocks? Just because of the way they look?
Oh, this one's not Mystery Rock. This one's Red Rock.
Sorry. Okay.
Round balls. The next one I'll show is the Mystery Rocks, and it's because they look like they're megalithic blockwork.
Got you.
Like, I swear I see a whole bunch of pyramids and mounds in the background of this area. Apparently, he also got drone footage of this site, so it's yet to be released. It'll be interesting to see.
That'd be good just to see formations aerial.
Exactly.
Something I'm trying to pay better attention to is like how they place the rock, because those rocks look interesting though, don't you agree? Because they look like they're pretty they're not that hard. They're pretty shale-like they can flake easily.
Yeah, very brittle for sure. Fascinating different formations throughout here.
Oh, interesting is right. That looks like something.
So I'm also going to try to should be able to explore this site here when I go on my trip in the next few days as well by the end of this week.
Cool. Yeah, get up close. Yeah, look at the shape of these. Let's see if you can get, I mean, I don't know if he's going to do that for us, but some carving markings.
Yeah, there's another park, I believe, on the way to this site from my aunt's place in southern Alberta called Writing on Rock, where it's like a mixture of something like this with a bunch of petroglyphs and petroglyphs on them and carvings and writings.
That would be very interesting.
See, that looks very mound-like in the background there. Very
flat for sure.
Top.
I mean, it's so like the landscape there is very desolate as far as like trees, So it's like just major mounds and hills. It's very interesting. It reminds me of eastern Washington and parts of Oregon, where it's not quite as dry. Though, like, look at you almost have
Right. So
that
this
multicolored sand too. Oh, what color is that? That's like a pinkish and some green in there.
So this Red Rock Coulee is apparently like right next to Medicine Hat. So this could be the same valley,
They look
potentially,
they
or
look
valleys
shaped.
right next to the Medicine Hat Badland geoglyph sites.
Look at how round. I mean, look at those. They look like they were shaped that way, and that they were made of a material that was easier to be shaped, and which is why you're seeing it shale like now and flake away. But that
Very
definitely looks
strange.
like something that was placed there.
Fake rocks. But Chad, I live so close, yet I've never went. Right? So, well, I live so close, and I've decided that I'm going, and it is confirmed that I am indeed going, and will be here by the end of the week. I encourage you to meet us out there, Chad, while we're there.
Heck yeah, be cool. The opportunities hopefully moving forward to have more meetups.
Yeah, going if you make it to the Moon Lake meetup, Terry Carter, and shout out to all of his work and just next level stuff.
Yeah. Well,
Quite.
they're having actually some guy. I'm not a big person to like, oh, shout out names, or but it does look like it's going to be a bigger event for them because some History Channel film guy's going to be there, and that is what it is. But I
Nice.
just find that interesting.
Yeah, another guy that also does like he's got like some sort of mass spectrometer, like handheld crazy device that's going to be doing tests there too. That
Oh,
really fascinates.
yeah, I feel like after my experience, because like, I was really scared out of my mind until the donkey noise, like we talked about, and it was sort of like, I don't know. I feel like because I go in the woods by myself all the time now, and I'm more scared of having a bear encounter than I am a Sasquatch encounter. Funny enough, I did get wood knocking. I just went on a hike the other day, and there was some like nobody was out there too, and there was some weird wood knocking.
Yeah, you gotta listen. Like always, pay attention to your senses and environmental awareness. So this is
Yeah,
in
yeah.
right next to Medicine Hat, Alberta. This is called the Red Rock Coulees. And I've got to look on a map to see where exactly this is to the Medicine Hat Badlands Guardians, but potentially could be one in the same site, and either way, very close to one another.
The size of those look very similar. It's a very similar pattern. I really want to see an aerial shot now to
I
see if you can see
agree.
any.
At the very least, some sort of firearm, as well as pepper spray, as well as a taser, as
Oh,
well as a
yes, guys.
backup pistol.
I'm gonna become an expert crossbow.
Right,
um,
marksman. Look at
yes,
these
marksman.
things.
But I do plan in the meantime to have some
This
other
site
provision.
needs
So I do
lidar.
carry something with me currently, but it's probably not adequate. So I will. Don't worry.
Like, this is a fascinating, fascinating place.
Very cool.
definitely look forward to getting a closer look at some of the composition of these rocks. Okay, got closer up to this one. This one that broke off. And like, they look very platformy, step pyramid moundish.
Yeah, definitely. If anything, this is evidence of a mud flood area. This is very much like the Scablands, like we've talked about, of Washington, which Randall Carlson, and Graham Hancock had a lot to do with, like showing that area and explaining the quick change in environment.
Absolutely. Very good points. And like, it just looks like it. Why won't things grow there now? Even, why are there always these areas called Badlands that just look decimated, that have extremely weird, suspicious features, geology, and just still won't even barely hold life, like one shrub?
One shrub?
Just one shrub? Like, what is going on at Red Rock Coulee? Very sus.
Yeah.
Shout out again to Mike at Wandering Wolf, the video we're watching, and that he just released this video actually today.
Ow. Oh. Kitty's kneading my knee.
Ooh, that's
okay.
Yeah, kitty. Yeah, kitty.
No, she's sweet about it. She's in a major, like, see if we can capture the purr real quick.
Fair.
Can you hear that? She's pretty loud. Pretty loud purr.
I think actually it's getting taken out by Streamyard's new background noise cancellation feature.
Oh, yeah. I do have that on. That's right. It's all good.
Well, we know it's working.
You all know what a cat purring sounds like. I didn't need to.
So cute. We lost 1 million views by not having that. Damn it, StreamYard. Just kidding. But like, look at this place.
Look at this, the way they're slanted. The way, because like I've noticed that maybe just a few of them look like they're sitting more upright, but otherwise they look like they're purposely on an angle.
Yeah, very strange. Very strange.
And that whole area does kind of look like, I feel like you're walking up a temple or something right now, and it's just been obviously covered.
What was in the center of that? I wish you'd pause. Sorry, 1 second, Sarah. I'll leave it playing. I just have to take a phone call.
Go for it. I wish I could do narrations like Luke right now as he's walking up the hill. Yeah, I mean, again, they look like almost the same size. I don't see a ton of variation. I mean, maybe a little bit, but and it does almost feel like, even though we're not seeing it from an aerial view, that there is some sort of pattern to the way that one looks pretty flat. That's interesting. So It's that whole, it's like the same thing with people talking about the trees, like how they used to plant the trees in a circle pattern, like, or a hexagon setup. And so it makes me wonder, like the idea with Stonehenge, not obviously just 5 stones, but there is certain setups like that where they were used in that way, and there was some sort of energetic frequency, or I don't know exactly how to word it, but just more or less like it was used for that purpose. Like there was some sort of, whether they were going to use it for crops or and this is sort of interesting too, because there's been a lot of that I've seen. I shouldn't say a lot, but I've just seen recently this dowsing is coming back, and like it makes me wonder. It's the same thing with me seeing the aerials of the spirals, and if it has indications like an aerial perspective, okay, there's water here, this is good soil. Those, as I say that, we're looking at barren land, which is very interesting. But do you all see that they, like all these stones have that almost like a grain look, but like a layered look, as like they were almost stacked like that. Very interesting. Hello, if you're just joining us, Bernie is taking a phone call at the moment, and so I've never seen this footage before, so I'm just sort of making comments about what I'm noticing. There you do notice some differences in the sizes of the rocks, but I still feel like they all very much look the same. Okay, so that's interesting, right? Like the inside of it. So I am not a geologist, but I am an amateur rock hound. And that material does look very sandstone like. So like it was made with clay. It's very much what that looks like. But I guess it's all geopolymer. I don't know. I'm just gonna fade away real quick. I'll be right back. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm back. I'm not gonna be fighting any bears here, guys. All right, so just calm down. Hey, Joe, what's up? Yeah, see, same thing. There's the lines again. There's like 3 clustered together. Have you guys heard of like the painted hills and there's some in India that are like super prominent, and then there's actually ones in Oregon. And what I'm noticing about what I'm seeing on this footage too is like there's very much layered colors in the soil as he's walking around. There's a lot of like light green and then reds in there mixed, and that's a lot of times what you see with that. I'm gonna pull that up so when Bernie comes back, you can show that really quick. But if you guys haven't seen it, it's gorgeous. And I think they're both called the Painted Hills. This footage is it would be nice if it was a little bit more slowed down. Oh, that was interesting because that almost looked like there was petroglyph on that. Okay, seeing that, there you go. That looks like a cluster. Let's see if he kind of pans around a little bit better, like a ceremony center area or something. I don't know. They're everywhere though, too. It does seem like there's a lot. Very interesting. But I just can't get over how much it looks like it was like layered, clay layered together. I don't know. What do you guys think it is? Getting back in the chat, and I'm gonna pull up. Thank you guys. You guys are so sweet. It's not my first rodeo doing lives, but being solo sometimes and running it is not a brand new thing for me. Okay, and let me see if I can find the painted. Oh, maybe it's painted mountains. It'd be nice too. You can tell it's like not great visibility. I wonder if this is recent footage and if that's from the fires.
Because yeah, it was about 3 or 4 weeks ago, so right at the height of them. I think you're actually right with that.
Okay. Is it a lot clearer now? I haven't even.
Yeah, a lot of heavy rain lately, so it's clear. But it looks like it's kind of raining too.
Okay, here, and I found the picture of the painted. This is like dramatic, but I feel like this is maybe what's hidden. Oh, oops, sorry. What's hidden underneath these hills, possibly, because I was just seeing a lot of vibrant color, and like these colors that I'm going to show. Are the same colors that you see on the rocks in like Glacier National Park in Montana, which is on the edge of the Banff, is on the edge of all of this, right? Calgary and Alberta, the mountains. Oh, I didn't even realize you dipped away again.
Right. I was listening though, and that it fascinates me because there's also like a couple glacial national parks in Alberta along the same like mountain Rockies formation, and like also in these areas are in Colorado you have Garden of the Gods, in Montana you have Giants Playground, and then in Alberta now I've found a few spots that I suspect, like Mount Yamiska, and it's right in around Banff and National Park and Lake Louise there. World famous spots that are also very questionable.
Very interesting mountain ranges, and and there was Radium. Terry Carter posted a video about someone talking about this correlation between these mountains in Romania and how they correlated and had similar, or right?
I was listening to that. That was released earlier today.
Yeah. So.
And yes, Joe, cool. These are in the foothills, the supposed foothills of Alberta Rocky Mountains.
Interesting.
You've been to Garden of the Gods, Red Cap Goblin. That's awesome. How is that place? And do you have photos or video? Because
I have like one photo of it. I barely got to. I did get to go there, and I went to Red Rocks. It was a work trip, and I was in training, and it was actually quite a long time ago. So I just have a few like kind of crappy images, and when I was in between cameras, and I didn't take my nice camera with me either, of course. So anyway, yeah. I want to go back so bad.
You got the memories and you will go back, right?
But it's just it's almost like daunting when you come on those rocks, because they're like I've been in some pretty big rock areas around here in the mountains and everything, pretty close up to the mountains. But like I do remember the Garden of the Gods had this feel, it had like a whole vibe to it. It felt like you were in another world for sure.
This is not my boots on the ground. This is, in fact, Wandering Wolf Mike out of Texas, but he was up in this area about a month ago checking out both Sage Wall in Montana as well as the Saskatchewan Mystery Rocks is what they're called, and I'm not sure if they're in Saskatchewan or Alberta or on the border. I've actually emailed Mike earlier tonight I was talking to him in his live chat, and we are going to be having Wandering Wolf on for a live stream podcast very soon. And this was his footage from that was literally just released today. I just posted the link in the live chat up on the screen now. And that he's still got new drone footage to show of this spot, and that it is indeed actually he was in the area visiting the mystery rocks of Saskatchewan, as they're called. This one here, that site, but I'm going to stop sharing and let Sarah take over with what she has up here.
You know what, you just made me remember that I randomly found a spot, and I think it was Colorado. Okay, now it's going to give me, sorry, hold on, Mystery Rocks, Colorado, that I saved. Oops. I won't spend too much time trying to find it, but maybe it was Utah. I know I marked it because I'm like, I'm going to go here. Look, there's so much stuff. There's so
many crazy spots in Utah.
So this is where I'll be going. I already looked up places to like stay, and there's this resort up in here. This is the Moon Lake Resort right here.
Awesome.
And I'm gonna definitely go explore a little bit too, like, and go do some whooping calls and wood knocking. Oh, I'm just kidding. I mean, I'll probably go explore, but anyway. Yeah. So this is where the festival is. Okay, what I was going to show you, what I kept talking about earlier, was this picture.
So that's close to me, and that's in Montana, you say?
No. This was just to show you an example, but this is actually in India, and this is the colors is what I was kind of trying to, this is like the same as the rocks that come out of that Lake McDonald, or is it? I think it's Lake McDonald, out of the Glacier National Park. And this is in your proximity.
And similar stuff like this in the proximity. Gotcha.
I was seeing this green color in that when he was walking around and in some of the rocks, and then like obviously like a much lighter red than this. But let me show you.
Green, I believe, is called olivine, and the red, green and red, that same bright red stuff. In Waterton National Park, which I was just at, and Red Canyon, that I just released the video of earlier today, and showed the pictures in the stream last week that I was at there. It has complete red mountains and green mountains, like just the full mountains are alternating of those full crazy colors, but they also have small, like, thin layers of them. It's very fascinating, alternating back and forth how that happens.
Yeah, this is actually in Oregon. I have pictures of this. I just don't know where it is. But...
Right, and that's more Badlands, no doubt, that they call it.
So, yeah, and so then that's a good way. Like if we're looking at landscapes, we're looking at on the edge of the Cascades. Where's my? And so because the Painted Hills are over somewhere over in this area. Oh, Mitchell, they're over here. And so if you look, here's the Cascades, and then you're looking at, well, I guess that's, anyways, you kind of get what I'm talking about with the mountain ridges, obviously, and what comes off of it. And this is like the scablands, like you talked about, or you just mentioned, it's over here, and this is in between mountain ranges. And then so look at the landscape, and what you were showing made me like immediately,
right,
it was like
flooded,
flood.
right?
It looks like flooded
through that area. Look at that. That's very good. I worked there, sister. Like, that's what would have been emptying into the scablands that was draining right through that whole area there, essentially.
And like this is, we know for sure there was like a massive lake in here. And there's still there's this is like a high desert area, but they're still using the water table underneath. And then this is like the one lake. Okay, and this is interesting. This lake was a part of that controversy where they were holding it hostage. The FBI got involved. Do you guys remember that? The Malheur Refuge takeover. And the funny and interesting story about that is that the connection is this is actually one of the higher productions of uranium in the United States. We found out
Really?
that
That's
the Sea Foundation was involved in this because they were trying to procure land in this area, and there's like a weird fight that's been going on for a while, and I think it has to do with like procuring the uranium land between the BLM and these ranchers, these old ranchers that own this area. So, and this is like there's supposedly a military base, a few of them like out, because you're like talking, there's places that you're in the middle of nowhere, so
right.
anyway.
Like there's so much in this area that just,
and this is all these right here, all these blue markings is I've talked about this before, but if any of you haven't seen it, I'll just show you real quick. This is my little, I found this through looking up Oregon petroglyphs and geoglyphs, and somebody had marked, oh yeah, this was something weird. I was like, what the hell was that? Because you can see that's rock. And there's a fence around it. Okay, sorry.
what is that?
That's not what I was trying to show, but squirreling out on you.
Fascinating as F, though.
Yeah, I just scoured this whole area because I'm now like, this area to me already had a special place with just like that I loved and explored. I had really, really cool experiences here. I feel like I potentially like had a time shift here at one point.
Look at all the circles. Are these
yeah, this is what I was telling you. And so what I love is that somebody literally just pointed this one out, and there's known petroglyphs right here, and they're like, look at this interesting circle here. But if you really start to look at all of these markings,
it looks like there's some to the left. Yeah, there's
and then and it almost looks like something like drove over, but then there's like this weird dripping kind of effect going on, and you don't see that everywhere, which is what's weird. Okay, and there's lines here, but there's not like, this isn't like, look at these lines. Like this to me looks like rain erosion.
Yeah.
See like the difference between this
for sure
and this. And then look at this. Okay, so then I found more. I mean, there's these weird marks. And then here's more circles. And there's actually, what I found out is that I know the history of this place a little bit because I was so fascinated, but finding that information on the internet is not super easy. And so I am going to do,
look at more of those. Look at the spiral ones.
Boom, look at that. Boom, boom.
Where are these exactly?
And this is, okay, and then real quick, you see, look at, this is the shape.
Before zooming out, Sarah, please get the exact location for these ones and post
this is Hart Mountain, Oregon.
Hart Mountain, Oregon.
I can type that into the chat. I'm sorry. Is that what people are asking? Yes, the water. Yes, I think that's where water was. That's what yes, these are this. Okay, this to me too is almost looks like the symbol where they have them intercrossing, like sort of like an infinity. And that has been associated with the water. Okay, also look at this shape. Look at it. There's like almost like a hexagon, it's more sides than that, but it's kind of a weird shape, and it has a lot of that line. Almost looks like there's a person that was like drawn in here. And then there's interesting rock structures. Look at that. Within that. So I've been here, like I said, and I haven't a lot of times I come out here and it's too wet to walk out to some of these areas because it's all flooded. And so right
And
here.
yet still the petroglyphs, like the circles and spirals, persist.
Look at the rock. Yeah, look at the rock in here. Like, I didn't even know this. And this to me stands out. And there's more of that.
Can you zoom in more?
Yeah.
You're closer on those?
Oh, on these? Yeah. Look at that. Look at it's clearly was formed like an old pen or something. And this is not the only area on this mountain.
I see very similar things like this in southern Alberta that I've been documenting, that I actually have a whole bunch of photos that are down at my aunt's with my mom's computer right now, that I will be doing an episode on probably next week once I have them and I'm back from Medicine Hat.
Cool. Yeah, I can't wait to go back. I have so many photos of this place. Let me show you something really quick that I've shown you before about this place that I
lost the computer. I lost a Bert and Ernie apparently.
Oh, what? That keeps
happening. Goes down.
Keeps kicking them out. Like it's upset or something. I don't know. Okay, hold on. Where's my pictures? It would be. So when you think you're ready, I made a special folder for Heart Mountain. There it is. And I just want to show like the sides of the. I have more photos too that I need to put together for this. It's like before I even knew what I was like looking at. I mean, look at that. It looks like a freaking pyramidal shape, like right in front of you.
Oh yeah.
Right?
A couple for sure potential candidates.
There, look at that.
Have to check the alignments on them to see. But yeah, big potential there.
And this is huge. Like it's so long. There's such weird history. Oh yeah, there's somebody who like made a plexiglass house I have to go check out that was like abandoned. And I think I talked about this is like supposed to be one of the first homestead areas too. So I just feel like there's some really interesting history about these areas and places in general. And I think Oregon's kind of a hidden gem, and so it's like it's not as well sought out for this kind of stuff. But I mean, we find fossils here all the time. So to me, it makes me wonder. Look at that. Look at that ridgeline. I feel like I had another shot. Oh yeah, and then look at these in the distance. These are called
like this is stuff we're gonna have to go back over with Dutch and look at, because it's potential that it's all terraformed on a macro scale.
Yeah, it's just hard to. I know that's. Yeah. See, and then here's like, this isn't the one. Sorry. There's one where there's more evidence of the rock forts and the rock formations.
Nice. And like
this is on the top.
Terracing too. If there's sites with obvious terraces, like in Peru or South Africa and stuff, those are always dead giveaways.
Yeah. But I think I told you too, I found a spearhead and an arrowhead on the top of this.
Really? That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. So, like, and the spearhead is like a type of agate, just some kind of random agate. Oh, sorry, this was on Heart Mountain, this photo, so this isn't totally random. This was the experience I had. Like mostly, there's usually people up here all the time, and this one trip we went, and there was like, it was the end of May. There was one person up there that ended up coming up during our trip. We were up there for like 2 weeks. It was magical. We camped next to this owl and their babies, and this was Dad. And then we also had, and that's Mom. And then we also had this experience where we were coming down from this pond. We came around the corner and like they lined up in a row like that. So that was super cool. So that was, and again, like nobody was out there at the time. Epic. I felt like I was like in another time, and it it sort of felt like I was transported.
Like a little herd of the sheep.
Yeah, that was super cool, and they look
in the background. That looks like a Star Bastion fort almost. That boop boop boop. That's like missing the foliage. That's like light next to on the left side there.
There's some. This
and then
is
right
like
there,
lake beds in here
that's
too.
lake bed. Gotcha.
But there's the history of this place is really interesting because it's that whole, the Pacific Northwest was built with the Army Corps, and I find that fascinating, the history with some of the huge big lodges that they built, and some of that in Alaska too. Like
and like the sanitary fairs and the like one group of like laborers or whatever the heck that like went through and in the like 50s or early 60s, late 50s, I think, or something, or maybe it was the dirty 30s they started. I forget what it was.
yeah, dirty 30s.
I'm Canadian. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. I'm Wisconsin. I'm from Wisconsin, so we're not that far apart.
Right?
Stampede, that's super cool. If you know about Heart Mountain, I just feel like it's, even though there's people up there, it's still like a hidden spot. Oh, the other interesting thing is the mountains that I was showing that are off to like the side over here that I was showing in.
Show it all, girl. Show it all.
Really quick. These right here, the Rabbit Hills, and this is where there's rare sunstones. I wish it was easier to like
lakes,
right?
Oh, I guess that's a man-made road, probably.
Let me show you on Google Earth really quick a little bit of this area, and then I'm going to show you the sunstones because they're one of the most unique types of gemstone, and they're only found in Oregon. Now, sunstone, there are other sunstones, but Oregon one specifically, and they have the red and green in it sometimes. Oregon sunstone.
Really? I would love to see these sunstones you speak of.
Okay, and then ooh.
Oh, so
was that more where you were? Oh, that's okay. That's fascinating. I see a face on that one, but that could obviously be
right. Well,
pareidolia.
I don't think pareidolia. I think that
like
probably face. Is. I believe this is in the same area. This is Giants Playground. Yeah, this is in Giants Playground in Montana, and the lady there that's like found, discovered, and curating it all believes this is like example of a Titan bone of biogeology, and like that being a Titan's ankle bone potentially, and
it does look like a bone.
Could be
a lot like an ankle bone.
Right, good spot for Mike to check out. I believe this is in that same area in Montana.
That ridge was interesting. The banding is something that would definitely be worth doing more exploring. And one thing I've been saying recently is I feel like we should be trying to do samples.
Yeah, I've been collecting. I mean, not in national parks, but outside of them. I've been collecting samples for biogeology and just geology in general, checking out. And this one is in Alberta. This is a petroglyph at Writing Stone National Park that I will also be checking out. Hopefully, if I get enough time and if I can afford the gas, if it's a little off the main road. Also, all donations do help and are going towards that, as, oh my God, I have so many travels and expenses this upcoming month. It's through July. It is going to be crazy, but it's also my birthday in 1 week's time today. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 right now, 12:34 a.m. So actually, it's 6 days, less than a week now to my
Nice.
birthday, officially. I'm just gonna go through a few more pictures and then I will give her back to you.
Oh, you're fine.
Is also in Montana in Giant's
Oh.
Playground, which looks absolutely like geopolymer
Whoa,
polygon.
come on, look at the stacking.
Megalithic work, exactly. That looks like
Seriously.
polygonal megalithic work without a shadow of doubt. So this is where I am going, and I will be here in 3 days' time. And in this entire valley, now that we're on topic, and this is, of course, my Crypto Alchemist logo, this location, aka Kaboom, for those that weren't aware. And shout out to Esra right here, Mindful Exposures, that made this design for me of this guy, which is in this valley, this huge, massive valley area that has not just the Badland Guardian guy there, as well as what's on the bottom right circled called the Yelling Native, which I do believe is a secondary figure of a yelling face here, possible Mayan or Olmec or Aztec, I guess, potentially this guy. This one being an Olmec right here. The main Plains warrior guy. This sort of showing a potential depiction, but I more go by. Oops, I don't have that one up. Never mind. But that in this valley, there's also these guys, which look like the Moai or also Easter Island guy, and like the Hawaiian or New Zealand ones, the big-headed, big-nosed, big-browed giant megalithic statues. You can see on the left side the lighter one that looks like the Easter Island style, and then on the right side the darker one with the brows, the nose, the big mouth, chin sort of thing, like the Hawaiian or what do you call it? New Zealand sort of tribal styles. And that guy being up at the very top left of this valley and right next to what he has labeled as alien coming out of head, but is more recognized as the Aztec dragon headdress or Mayan headdress warrior guy that is this big dude. So once again, that's next to the top left here, and that's on one side of the main road that I'll be coming through, exploring, accessing it, and then on the right-hand side, he says alien head, but we see that it is more so either what could be like an old bald Asian monk or an elongated skull figure, but could definitely represent another head there on the right side of the road, the east side of it. So from all the way up there, 4 potential sites, then also some potential sites in the middle before getting to the bottom right of the last 3. And that this right here is from Orion, Alberta, which how did we get a name called Orion, Alberta? And it is literally right next to Medicine Hat, Alberta, and the Medicine Hat Badlands. That is this site. That is this site. That was also Red Rock Coulee that we just watched with Mike at the Wandering Wolf there. And back to Miss Sarah.
I was pulling this up. There's your Red Rock Coulee.
Ooh, can you zoom in a little bit more on that, pretty please?
Yeah, Orion or the Coulee. Ooh, what is that?
Both. Let's check this out.
Let's go.
Comparative
Well,
knowledge
because
information right here.
I was curious. Have you tried to see if you can see them with Google? And I should be on Maps. You want me, or I mean Earth, Google Earth.
Well, whatever works here. Actually, whatever's working on
I have
your
good
thing.
connection.
Don't mess with the good thing, right? Like,
hold on, hear me out. I have a good connection, so let's use Google Earth.
Thank you, CJDV. Chris out in our alien Kiwi in New Zealand, the Maori, right? Maori?
Yes.
Right? Could be Aztec, Olmec, all sorts of different guys there. And like, these are also thousands, if not tens of thousands of years old. Ooh, where's this?
That was a cattle. That was a cattle thing.
Oh, okay. There's also Olmec.
Because you see how all the lines coming in.
Yeah. Well, there's Olmec, Alberta, which is pretty close by to there. That's like a saddle or
cattle.
Called Alberta or Canada's Stonehenge. That Omak, Alberta, a medicine wheel that is in that area somewhere too.
Oh, so, that was in Oregon. Oh, you want to see? I found this, but I don't know. This is on native land. They want a shit ton of money. It's kind of weird. They like have the land with. I wanted to go to it, and then I like looked it up, and it was like, and then hold on, I'll show it. Sorry, you can see it usually. It's like right by Weed, California. It's right by this Black Butte. Oh, it's over here. There it is. See?
Thank you, Mimi. I will check it out afterwards. Thank you, Hero.
This is.
I will do a birthday stream, I think. Ooh, which is this one in Oregon or California or where?
This is in California by Mount Shasta, which is, if you know,
another.
Shasta is supposed to be a chakra point. It's supposed to be a major, like, it's supposed to be there's a portal.
There's legends of underground tunnels, underground city. Now it's a like military freaking underground base, all sorts of crazy shit.
Yeah.
Active UAP UFO site as well.
To be honest, when I look at this, I do get the vibe that this is older than them just creating this recently. I feel like where it's
that most likely could be a old medicine wheel astroarchaeological site.
And I don't know for sure. I need to I could inquire, and I was considering it because like they want lots of money for you to come in for like a day thing because there's a whole. I didn't see anything where you could just come and check this out for like a day fee. But I did see a way to hike into it from a back way. So I could do that. I can hike into it from like back through here.
Fascinating.
So just I could try to do that.
Abducted. Like that could be like formed from a portal underground or something, you know? They got like a little Hadron Collider or something.
There is a lot of missing person cases from this area, so
yeah, you be.
This is medicine.
This sister.
Is, this is medicine wheel.
Okay.
So anyway, let's go back to.
And shout out to Chris. He says that what I was saying, Maori is pronounced Marty or sometimes Moldy nowadays, and that's a shame.
Where am I? Oh, this is Washington. Whoops. Sorry, I'm lost and trying to find. Here we go. Okay, so we got Medicine Hat. The town is right here. But
perfect.
I believe that
and all of those circles are crop circles, as in irrigation of where the sprinkler goes in a circle and the crops grow in where the sprinkler goes in that circle.
Yes.
Okay, so we're going down from the town of Medicine Hat. We're going southwest.
It's not popping up as easily, so just start. Wait, let me put in. Or what is it? Red Rock Coulee.
Red Rock Coulee and Orion, Alberta as well. Here we'll go
down there. Ooh. Okay, look at that area.
We are at Red Rock Coulee right here. Look at those Badlands. Okay, just quickly zoom out. Don't move, like then zoom back in. But if we can quickly zoom out to see its location or proximity to both the town as well as...
There's Orion. It flipped me around, so now you're looking. This is south, and this is
Okay,
north.
that's south. So Orion's just south of there.
Yeah.
And then would Medicine Hat be just north of there potentially?
Yeah, it's a little more of a, but that it looks like your ridges are going to be somewhere in between, is what I'm assuming, because Red Rock or Medicine Hat's like kind of populated right here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, it's definitely down and out from there.
So it's probably around here.
Yeah, hold on 1 second while we pull these up. I think there might be GPS coordinates on one of these pictures.
So I was like, how well can you see it? I'm just curious.
Oh no.
Ooh, what's that?
Oh, that's too small to see. Could be a park, could be oil mining or gas or something.
There's a ranch.
Or a ranch, yeah, lots of ranches. So there was a couple roads going through and some oil derricks. Where did I have the GPS?
These look like little...
No. Oh, that's crazy area, but that is definitely not it in the farms.
Yeah, it's not just
so like back towards the Badlands there, and then zoom in straight in right now. Zoom in straight in. So this area,
I was wondering if it's part of this, but it doesn't look like it is.
Okay, scroll up, follow this to the top if you don't mind.
Here's Red Rock Coulee again. Medicine Hats.
Okay, yeah, so maybe just up at the top of the screen, zoom into that area. Let's check that.
This area over here. I would say cannot hear, but maybe
what is in that area though? Definitely no, go back please and zoom into this stuff. What is that regardless?
That's lakes. Little, like it's like a swampy area.
But and then to the right of it more though.
Like over here?
Yeah, see if there's any geoglyphs or anything in this area.
Give it a minute to kind of load.
No, just
I know it's so hard. You can just spend hours trying to find stuff.
Right.
Okay, I've done it. Look at these random people's houses in the middle of nowhere. I love it. It's like random road and
concerned about Sasquatches, no doubt.
Right. And just like
or some sort of
across this area. So
left maybe. Probably closer actually to the Red Rock or Orion.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Look at this. That's really prominent. I just haven't seen that before. Okay, anyway. Yeah, over here. No.
Also, see if you can north to south it again. Flip it.
What is that?
That's oil.
Sorry. Oh, no, wind.
The wind. Those are wind turbines.
Okay, so it's probably over this way more. Look at this.
Yeah. Below that sort of stuff, I believe.
Let me flip this around. Maybe that'll give a little different perspective. Kind of do this a little bit.
And actually, you can search Badland Guardians Medicine Hat. It might actually. I think it might be.
I did one time just because when you first talked about it, I was curious.
Oh yeah,
look at that!
Right boom!
Bam!
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
See, look, boom!
Oh
look
wow,
at that guy
that's so
there.
obvious.
And look at the ones to the left there. Boom, boom.
Bam! That is so. I saw this immediately. Was like, okay, that's some
But
Yeah,
those two
wow.
guys right there, right? And then what's that to the north or to the far right of the screen as well? Like, no, up.
Oh, sorry.
Not right where you were, right where you were. Then zoom back in closer, please. And then on the left, and then scroll to your left a bit. And then over just a little bit more there. This guy. That looks like a possible one as well. Up there.
It's like a horse. It could almost be a horse right here.
I'll have to check different times. But then definitely those two guys, the Moldai or Moyai.
Yeah, look at that.
And then that guy, absolutely undeniable.
Definitely. Look at that those sharp lines like that. That makes it.
Oh, I think I see a face even above this guy.
Wow. This almost looks like it was something.
Yeah, no, that's the elongated head guy. Definitely, right? Like, look at him. That's
right
definitely
here,
yeah. And then, potential guy right there coming out of the hill. Yeah. And then keep scrolling over more.
I'm just curious. Okay.
Oh, yeah, that could have been
What's this?
Ooh.
Oh,
and why is there a
focus.
Google thing right there? Why is there a Google stamp right there?
I don't know. That looks like, oh my God, that looks like a big leaf imprint.
Right? Some all very suspicious stuff around here. And then right there's that guy. Yeah. That big one. And then just up.
Like something.
Yes. Definitely potentially up in there. Some buried. Something in there. And then just up a little bit more at the top of the screen. Was there one more? Yeah. What's this red spot? What's that? Says another Badland Guardian. Maybe we'll have to rotate it to a different angle, possibly. Yeah. Oh yeah, I see a guy there.
Oh yeah, right here. Oh, it almost looks like a really old guy. Do you see that?
Yeah, absolutely.
And a beard.
And on the other face, it possibly too.
Oh,
yeah.
Totally looks like, yeah. Here's the top of his bald head and his hairline. Oh.
Oops, there we go. Fascinating. So more and more sites to check out up in here. Yeah, definitely you'll peek all the different features around there. And Sarah, if you don't mind dropping back to the main area, checking what road number that is.
Yeah. Okay, well, I wanted to see in comparison, where is that to where we were? Okay, so now do you see how far away? So there's Medicine Hat, there's the Guardians, and then Red Rock's down here.
Okay.
Here's Orion. Yeah, Red Rock's over here. But it's in, I bet it forms a triangle with something else. Look at the line.
Right, and let's see, do you mind able to measure the distance between the two?
Yeah, and I'll still find that road for you. I feel like it's this road here. Maybe I should do that really quick.
There's one right up there by the...
Say, right here, you want this one.
That guy. Yeah. That's the one, if it lets us
Except
know.
for it won't tell me what it is. Do I need to go back to maps for that?
Gotcha.
Ooh. Well, you're going to have to go past this shady property.
Oh, I'm just kidding.
Goodness. I've seen way worse in Oregon.
Yeah.
You know how Dutch is always... Okay, so Dutch's joke is always that there's no earthquakes in Oregon and that there's always explosions. So his joke is that it's like all those meth labs. And I was like, well, there's some truth to that.
That's funny.
All right. I might have to come back and look at this over here because it's not giving me. But now that I know where it is, like that makes it. We know now it's like way over on this side.
Yeah.
Tucked in here.
To the northeast.
Ooh, there's an old cemetery over here. Couple of them. Could be good stuff in there. Sounds weird, but you know what I'm saying.
And I said, what's that freaking square?
Oh, it's
what
just
is that?
Farming. It's farming.
Oh, it's farming?
You
Okay.
can tell. Yeah, see the
okay,
lines.
Yeah.
I get overexcited about stuff like that sometimes. You're like, damn it. Okay. Now I lost it, but I know it's right
it's
in here.
Up to the north a bit, or the east a bit more
there
too,
it
I
is.
think. There's 3 points, right?
Yeah. There it is. Okay.
Yeah,
so the road is called Range 20. Here, we'll do it like this. It's going to take Bernie 3.5 hours. And it's telling you to take, okay, look, I was going to say that one road did not look like the road you should take. No. It looked a little sketch. Okay, so you take 21 and then like quite a ways out and you turn on 122 and then you turn on 20 instead of taking 20 in because that's what you pass the. The roads actually did look a little rough. What's Hogar?
Yeah, sure.
What does this mean?
I don't know. It's
a housing complex in the middle of nowhere.
Hogar's sketchy, but what are those petroglyphs next to Hogar? What
exactly what I want to know. I was like, what am I seeing?
What are those?
That's interesting.
Yes.
And doesn't look like what I have seen in the high deserts. Okay, so you can see there was some farming old, but this is old. Those are old lines. Yeah. What is that? That spotting's weird. Usually that either means like soil disruption or rocks or something.
Yeah, it looks like rocks making some.
No, it does look like geoglyph. Look at that.
It does look like potential geoglyph.
Almost like constellations or something.
Right? Very strange. Suspicious for sure.
Schoolhouse. Oh, you can go check that out.
Definitely staying away from there. All right, so we're looking.
Here's your Badlands right here.
Where am I not going to get shot? How do I enter the second spot there too?
Oh, okay, so you come in, so 20 is like the one that goes around.
Yeah, 20, 121, and then 20.
And then you're going to come down this 123 to see.
Oh, 123, okay.
To see your most famous one. It won't let me, sometimes I can scroll in and see if you can, ooh, that doesn't look like a road you're going to be able to drive on.
Bit of a hike, okay.
But honestly, it doesn't look too bad. I can't see if there's any gates. Oh, bless your soul, Calex. Potentially Potomkin? Potomkin? Just fly. I don't know what that is. Right? Meaning, what is Potomkin? I am lost. I am sorry. Calex, please clarify. We are stumped. Okay, look at this. Yeah. I don't know what that is, but it looks like it's something. Yeah, can you zoom in on that? How far is that from that area? Look at how high it is. Not far at all. Yeah. Look at this. Something was dug into this deep. It looks like because it looks like more than a road.
Was it just a tongue twister? I'm so lost. You got me good, but I appreciate the support. And bless your soul.
I don't see
Okay,
it.
Sarah, you have to read it off 3 times quickly in a row.
Potentially potentially Potemkin. I can't even get it out once. There you go. That was my attempt. I do, if we get to watch my video, I try to say vanadium in my video, and I'm like trying like really hard to pronounce it correctly. So it's pretty obvious. It's like vanadium. That's interesting. Okay, now I actually want to
Look,
see.
that looks like a phoenix from above. The wings and the head, like whoosh, a bird and the head. Essentially,
It looks
potentially.
like it's something. I can't see that right off the bat, but I'm not the best person
I see a head in the middle and
so
two
I'm
wings.
gonna go with that. But it, to me, I keep feeling like I am seeing something out of it in general.
Zoom in a bit more. Let's see. Could it be? Like, is that an eagle head right there? Like, is that the head right there with the beak? 2 feathers up top.
Okay, I see what you're
And the
saying.
feathers,
Yeah,
the
the
wings,
wings, the head, the
and then
back
tail feathers.
part of it. Yeah, yeah, maybe.
Potentially.
Like,
Oh dear. But of course, not everything is something, and well, everything is something. It's just not necessarily what we speculate that it is.
Exactly. And the main thing I wanted
this whole valley, this is not pareidolia, and this is what we're going to. Oh,
okay. Yeah, did you see that? Yeah.
Yeah, girl, what is this right around there?
That's a fence right here.
No, but I'm looking at all the rocks, so it looks like the similar sort of almost star constellation things that we were saying potentially petroglyphish. And are those what those red rocks are, like the circular ones? I wonder if that's what make up those things.
Oh no, dude. You're they got you blocked out of this area. There's there's 3 fences. Look at, here's a gate.
Could be cattle gates. Could be cattle gates.
No. Well, that could be. But this, let me show you. This is a fence. I can tell.
See if we can get on the ground. See if Google has already been there, if they were allowed.
Here, let me. Maybe it'll show you, but you can see this is a fence line. Okay, wait. Maybe though.
Good night, Wild Alchemist, or
yeah, there
right?
it is.
I agree, Red Cap. I agree. To those that see them everywhere, it's like, why is that the first thing on your mind? Kidding me, or I don't know. No judgments here. No judgments here.
Not at all.
But just saying.
That's hysterical.
Just saying. That's funny.
Oof, dude. I don't think you're gonna be able to get back here. Okay,
might
let
have
me
to
see.
hike her in, or
it's not even looking good for that.
Shit. Measure how far from the road. Let me show you. Please. Yeah, do some measurements so we can see if I can potentially get the
I'm pretty sure there's a fence line at least coming back this way. Yeah, you can see it. You can see it right there. Yeah, see? That's a fence line. All the way across the front of it. Okay, so here would be your way in.
Let's just do the measurements from the road. Let's calculate how far I have to go for.
But
we are determined, all right? As long as I don't get your drone or mauled by a Sasquatch.
The trick is gonna be, no, you just make a donkey sound and let them know that I sent you. Okay. Okay, so I just want to keep in perspective. There's a chance that the gate starts here, because that looks more like a gate to me than a cattle guard. And look, there's another one right there.
That looks
And then
like a
even
cattle
if you got
guard, not a
through,
gate.
here's the thing: you could take a chance and talk to these people and see if they would give you access. There's a chance they might.
I will definitely be live streaming me knocking on the door to make sure that if I do get shot, that it's covered and live streamed, and that I am not martyred but rescued by a helicopter that all you beautiful souls will call in for me as you see me getting shot by some crazy farmer or gatekeeper, literally, to these ancient ruins.
But if not, he's gonna hike from here to here. Let's just say if you were able to come up through the middle.
Yeah, how far's that?
Press enter to save line. Forts in Oregon. I don't want a new. Why won't it? Won't tell me, or did I just hold on? Sorry, guys.
You're doing better than I can. Don't you worry. On the spot, learning how to work these things. Yeah, I still needs to.
Does it tell? Is that what it's saying? Oh yeah, is that down there? 788 meters.
Oh, that's less than a kilometer. I got that, and I can probably.
I was gonna say actually when I did it from this gate, this would probably make it so you're less likely to get shot. And I think you can make
within
it
a kilometer. I can probably drone it. I think. Don't quote me on that. And now that you got that measuring tool out, do you mind measuring how far it is from there to actual Medicine Hat? Pretty please.
Yeah. I mean, no. I don't mind. Okay, get me out of this. Ah! There we go. I was curious really quick. What is this someone's property?
Great.
Okay.
Yeah, there's lots of oil derricks and oil work, I think, in those.
Well, and if there's no fence line and you can walk, it looks like there's no major water, so this would be very easy actually to trek across.
I actually intend on walking that whole valley because it looks like there's several potential faces and sites through there, right? So.
Yeah. Well, what I would recommend is because that's blocked off. It looks like you definitely have access. Okay, look, there's a gate there. But you could easily get to the back side of this right off the road.
Yeah, exactly, right? And hike it from the road, explore it, see what I can find.
Well, just be ready with your drone because it looks like some of these, there's a chance that could be a fence line. I really don't want to even say it because I'm not going to manifest it.
Canada, don't you worry. We're good.
Canada, you can just do whatever you want. Hop fences.
Yeah, and be polite to the people and
yeah.
I don't know.
Well, that I understand. That's why, like I said, go to their door because, like in Wisconsin, you could just go to someone's door and be like, "Hey, you mind if I shoot a deer in your backyard there?"
Exactly. Just going through do you mind if we borrow your quad there, or snowmobile?
Yeah, no problem, right? I'll pay you back. I'll bring over some brewskis and some meatloaf. It'll be a celebration.
Shooting a YouTube video, exploring some. There's nothing of value out there. Don't you worry about what's on your property. Just.
Exactly. Okay, now you wanted me to measure. Oh yeah, also I didn't see necessarily a way to get to this one up here.
Well, I'll have to just do the whole.
Hey, if anything, man, if you do what you can and like I can try and help you find these people because that sounds really weird, but we can look up where these properties are and try to contact these people.
Find property rights to each of these and see what's in what.
Yeah, get a special permit. And we can do a meetup. That would be super cool.
Yeah.
All right. So You want me to measure from the town of Medicine Hat to
Yes,
these?
please.
Like just straight to, or like if you were driving?
Straight first.
Okay. Okay, see, my measurement was not right. Before. The walking one I told you about? Because this one's saying...
10 kilometers.
No, this one's saying 810 meters.
No, that's saying 10,000 meters.
No, look, see, when I move it,
Oh, oops.
look in
sorry.
the bottom right-hand corner.
Oh, right. What?
Everyone's
What
like, what are these
15
dumbasses trying to
kilometers.
navigate?
15
Sorry, what?
kilometers, right?
Hold on, let me... Yeah, see, that doesn't make sense. That's not it.
60 kilometers from there, yeah.
No, no. Something, I'm looking at something wrong. Why won't it tell me? Okay, hold on. Let's see. Is it 7,443 meters? Is that the range?
I have no idea.
Okay, hold on. Let me go back to this line.
I don't understand the Google Earth and the maps.
And this one's 996 meters.
Oh,
So
yeah. So that,
correct.
yeah, that is 10 kilometers,
So,
basically, yeah.
From Medicine Hat to Badlands, it's 7,400 some meters.
Yeah, so it's about 15 kilometers overall, probably with the different roads, maybe 20 around. So that's not
Well,
far at all.
This would probably be easier just because you'd be driving. You must be able to, if they have them marked, you think that they would be accessible, but there's no like, oh, look at that cathedral right there in Medicine Hat.
What? Oh, is that a Mormon one, maybe? Or no? I don't even know.
That's fancy.
What is that? What? Yeah.
I don't know because it doesn't say right here.
Goodness. So many fascinating things to see out here. Oh, yeah, that's like way in the boondocks. And I think I might be the first person ever going out to explore this site on site.
Nice.
To be honest.
So it's about 40 minutes drive from Medicine Hat.
Okay. Fair enough. I like it.
Okay, bud. I gotta get up for.
Gotta get going. Yeah, we've been going for an hour and a half already. My goodness, and
Woo!
It is 1:13 a.m. in Calgary, apparently. And thank you, Sarah, Mindful Exposures, for joining. Right. Oh, that we'll cover that one next time. That guy.
Yeah, this is your reminder This is your reminder to do your research, and reverse image search is really, really good. There's like a viral thing going around saying that this is the false news. They're saying that a giant face appeared overnight in the mountains of the village of Sardikola in Nepal. And there were major, and they're saying due to landslide.
Oh, no, don't play the sound. Don't play the sound. Gotta mute. Thank you.
Sorry, I didn't even think it would work. So that's cool. And this is drone footage of it, but I did more research and found out that this is actually a sculpture that was, and you can see the
yeah, I was actually talking to Shem coincidentally about that same one a few weeks ago.
Really?
And he looked it up and was like, yeah, I was it's in China. They claim that it was built in 2019. I was like, I think that's suspect. He's like,
okay, but
too.
look at this image.
We both think
I agree with you. I agree with you, and there's very little footage of it in between because I was like, give me the before and after.
Shoot, we did too.
Right here. Oh wait, no, sorry, right there. Okay, now look at you can see where they're building this part of it, and you can see like this is the head, so they almost made like a helmet and then they shape it later. So either this is the original and it had a helmet and they changed it, or I don't know, but
quite possible, or they were starting to change it halfway or something, right? But like it's quite suspect. And I'm going to be doing a full stream in 2 weeks time once I'm back from my trips from Medicine Hat, Badlands Guardians, from working Shambhala, from my birthday, the Stampede, everything I've got going on over the next 2 weeks. But of all of these different giant sites and giant carving sites in Asia that seem to keep popping up, that there's some in Burma, aka Myanmar, North Korea, Vietnam, Cambodia, Laos, China, and that a lot of them, some of them are claimed to be like newly found and renovated. Some of them claim to be ancient, and then lots of them they try to claim are new, but like this one, but are they actually new, or were they actually found? And then do they put out false stories claiming they were found somewhere else some other way to try to debunk what,
or like make us look like idiots or something, right? And so and then oh yeah, this was in 2019, but then you look into like, well, what did it look like before? And there's no evidence of that. And then you just like
no pictures.
So it does make me wonder like how much you get messed with and all that. But anyway, so that was good. And some other time we could show my video. Maybe wait till I get my poem from Gerald anyway, and we can do that.
Fair enough, for sure. On the next one or whenever ready, that works for me.
And in the meantime, I'll share this quick little thing. In Washington, there's a place you can go to, a museum, and there is a story about this guy that his name was Jake, and Jake was half alligator, half man. And there's newspaper articles about how Jake would walk around town and talk to the locals. And his taxidermy body is currently in this museum. You can go see it. And I took my nephew to go see it. So anyway, that's the picture right there for you guys. I thought you would enjoy that. And if any of you guys have towns that have similar stories like that or like weird stuff, I think that would be really cool to share. And I will go back. When I went, it was like crazy crowded. It was one of those weekends, so there's a ton of people around it looking at it. I might have video of it, or I think somehow like something went wrong when I tried to do it. So anyway, I will go back because it's not crazy far and it's near Starfort area, which is the other interesting thing. And I have Starfort footage, and I am going to get more Starfort footage, and I'm hoping to go clamming. Not that you guys necessarily want to see that, but I'll share that too. So anyway, thank you guys. Appreciate you. And be on Joe Cool's program, I think in a week or so. So catch me over there.
Me too.
Sweet.
With Frankie New West Reset as well.
Cool.
And shout out Joe Cool in the chat, JJ Organics.
And JJ.
Before shout out to everybody in the chat, everyone that's been here tonight.
Yes, definitely.
I will continue on for another half hour, make it 2 full hours. And before you go, Miss Sarah, I need you to entertain everybody for another 2 minutes time while
let's just play my video then.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it won't take. It's like it's not that long.
It's 4:20 somewhere because it's 1:20 here, so I'm 3 hours early and gonna do a quick bong rip, and let's play Sarah's video. Oh, you gave me the link, didn't you? So should I play it?
Because my audio might work now.
Yeah, I can play.
Okay, cool.
F5.
Well, actually, hold on, Bernie. Your glitches a little bit, so let me
why don't you try playing it? Then you play it. No, you play it.
Not you.
No, I want to play it.
Yeah. Okay, let me. Tell me if you can hear this really quick
before I get into it. You have to put the sound on full, and you have to mute yourself too. You got to mute yourself too, though. when you mute yourself, we can't hear it.
I thought that's what, can you hear it at all right now? Can you hear any
now
music?
We can hear it when you're unmuted. That's weird.
Okay,
Usually you should be able
man.
to play it better or hear it when it's muted. Or when you're muted. Whatever. We'll listen. We can hear.
Oh, the video is actually unlisted because I have to add Gerald's special ending to it, so it will be reposted. But it's okay that you shared it; it's no big deal.
My bad.
Just
Trying
letting
to get
everybody
your subscribers.
know.
Sorry.
Because I don't have any description or anything or any of the links because I try to do that when I do these. Okay, I'm gonna start. Sorry, shut up.
The history of the regulator and the use of radium water begins with Pierre-Marie Curie, who discovered the element in 1898, resulting in the win for the 1903 Nobel Prize. With further analysis, it was discovered that radium existed in some types of hot springs. Circa 1906, around the world, including the Czech Republic, Germany, and States, health spas were built where radium water was commonly used medicinally, bottled for distribution. During the lifespan of the regulator by R.W. Thomas in 1912, the use of radium medicinally became widespread, coining this time as the radium craze, or radium quackery, even the golden age of radium. Products span from a plate placed within a cigarette pack purporting to reduce tar and nicotine through the body, all the way to facial beauty powders. Radium water was described in advertising as a cure for arthritis, digestive ailments, and even old age. The famous story of the Radium Girls shows how harmless most believed the element was, shaping their artist brushes with radium-coated paint in their mouth every single time it was used. This was up to 250 times a day, which estimated ingestion of almost 2 grams of paint and 43 micrograms of radioactive materials. The lawsuits eventually led to the development of OSHA, Occupational Safety and Health Administration. Once the ill effects were discovered, the popularity quickly shifted, and additional research showed potential health benefits from only small amounts. Radium water jars were more recently found to contain high amounts of arsenic, on top of other known harmful ingredients, such as lead and vanadium. Despite the awareness of the harmful properties, many spas and springs still exist outside of the States today, such as Radium Hot Springs in British Columbia. The Revigator radium ore, patented by R.W. Thomas, was used with radium or uranium. The jugs or jars were made of heavy ceramic with the inner lining designed to emit radioactive material into the water. To extract a significant amount of radium from the lining, instructions advised filling the container, letting it sit overnight. Production continued up to the 1930s, where the only known product after this time was radium cones. Radium cones were eventually requested to be discontinued by the FDA due to the lack of instruction on proper use, despite the fact that they were no longer being advertised as cure-alls.
Hey, Deanne.
So a lot of talk in the live chat right now about radium, and that there's radium hot springs in British Columbia, which is right on
And
Highway
Germany.
93, right on the outside of Kootenay National Park and the Kootenay Mountains, also right next to the Rocky Mountains, two chains going pretty much together. That are two fascinating spots. And I will be on my way um, to Shambhala, which is in Solomon, British Columbia. I will most likely take the 93 through Kootenay National Park and do a stop off at Radium, or on the way back, at the very least, stop and investigate Radium and try to do a stream from Radium Hot Springs.
That'd be cool, because I wonder if they have like a little museum, so you could because they might have those jars that I showed. And it was very common for them to bottle the water in their own names and put their own branding on it and sell it to people. And see, I think that in small amounts it makes sense because it's naturally occurring. I don't know if people realize this. I think I said it. It naturally occurs in hot springs.
Oh, yeah, and Radium Hot Springs are the hot springs that are there. It's a national park swimming pool facility. I've swam in it many times, and that people swear to it for its healing properties. And
what's interesting is like the jars that later came out to find out that they had other harmful issues with them and also had excessive amounts of radium in it. So small amounts is being done with radiation therapy. It's not my go-to. It's not something I necessarily, but I think we need to be talking about it. I think Joe just mentioned that he's taking some kind of radium supplement. And I think that one of the major problems, which is why hot springs are important, is the amount of minerals that you're going to pull from this. This is why just being in nature, being in natural waterways has so many benefits, not only from the
primary water as well, right?
Yeah.
Primary source water, and especially the hot springs, the mineral waters. And that I will 1000% in the next 2 weeks. Hopefully, actually, if I get enough donations, I will even go into Radium Hot Springs pool itself and swim in there and do a live stream from there. I've been in there many times. I know there's actually cell service in the hot spring location. And if I do go that way, I can also stop off at Banff National Hot Springs as well and investigate there and do a stream from there too.
If we're just gonna start doing live stream from hot springs, I'm definitely down. There's plenty of that here.
Yes, that's what it's all about. Well, and also getting footage and trying to get some drone footage from these spots. Hey, shout out JJ Organics live over on Sarah's channel. And that reminds me that
thank you.
We are live on YouTube. I should share your link before you leave, as I know you have to go because you have to work in the morning. Thank you for joining us tonight. And that was awesome. A lot of good information that got out of there for the trip that I have upcoming. And on the 14th, I will be there at the Medicine Hat Badlands Guardians, and the 15th or the 16th at the Orion and Red Rock Coulee.
Okay, I just went over and addressed
the who and the what now?
I can't type and talk sometimes. I'm saying hi to Squirrel Sniper right now, so I'll just say it out loud while I'm typing it.
I see, and to JJ, and to
hello, and Hero, and
Melinda.
JJ Organics is now managing moderator because we know she's amazing.
Right?
Okay, guys.
Shout out to all the amazing people here. Love you.
Seriously, good energy. I think my most appreciated thing is how good you guys are for my healing and working through things and the humbleness and everything. So super cool, guys.
That's what it's all
really
about.
Appreciate
Sharing
it.
is caring, and make sure you go subscribe and give a like to Esra right now. One more time, here's her channel in the live chat. And we'll catch you on the next one. Esra, Sarah, Mindful Exposures. Thank you for all that you do, sister.
Yes, no problem. You know how much I like making this stuff, so I appreciate it and appreciate you so much. You have been amazing, so thank you again.
Vice versa,
See you guys soon.
Ta-ta.
All right, bye.
And I shall continue for uns momentos. I guess maybe another half hour or so, as we've got a few more things to discuss and go over. And while I quickly...
You crazy mother... Yeah.
It's just BurnEye! Hey, BurnEye just like last week, huh?
Weekend at BurnEye's.
Shout out to Sarah, as Sarah Esra, aka Mindful Exposures, the lovely lady who just left, made that little short clip that was playing there. And she also helped me make this logo and this logo, although this one was all me. And that is my clothing line, Burncron Exports. And we have this guy behind us, one of the main Medicine Hat Badland Guardians that I will finally be at July 15th. We will be there right middle of July on the 15th, 2 days before my birthday. We're also going to try to get this place here close by, only 15 or 20 kilometers away from that spot, being Orion, Alberta, as well as the Rock Coulee location that was shared with us earlier today by Wandering Wolf Mike. And shout out to Mike, Wandering Wolf channel, one more time, as I've emailed him and we were talking earlier today. We're going to have Mike on for at least one stream interview, if not two, and that he was in Rock Coulee in Medicine Hat, Alberta, where he got that footage about a month ago when he was at this site, the Mystery Rocks of Saskatchewan. And I'm not sure if this is actually in Saskatchewan itself or if it's actually in Alberta. I will ask Mike when I talk to him in the live, but here's another one of his videos, and that I will be trying to visit this site as well before the summer's done, if it's in close enough. And posting the link to the Mystery Rocks, Saskatchewan Mystery Rocks, Wandering Wolf's video right now in the live chat. So right now I am playing a Mike from Wandering Wolf YouTube channel, his on-ground exploration of what he calls, or what's known as, the Saskatchewan Mystery Rocks, although I'm not entirely sure if they're in Saskatchewan or in Alberta on the border, and that they seem like a megalithic rock site, 100% either way in Western Canada here, whether it's in Alberta or Saskatchewan foothills, either way. I see lots of sites like this all around southern Alberta that I've started taking pictures of, that I'm going to be going boots on the ground, starting with this site. And if this site is close enough and I'm able to finance it enough, get enough donations to afford the gas and extra night hotel and travel and whatnot, we'll try to also get this site, as well as the Orion and Red Coulees, as well as Writing on Stone Rock National Park as well. Everything helps, and July 15th I will be at this site right here, which is very similar and somewhat close to this site, maximum within 200 or 300 kilometers of this site. And look at all of these, straight up in alignment. No doubt, no denying that these are in straight alignment, that they're of intelligent arrangement and design. It could be a potential rock wall, right? Like, this area needs LiDAR 100%, no doubt about it. And that these were definitely worked on, shaped, hewn rocks, most likely geopolymer, but could have been hewn and carved as well. I'm open to either or. Test needs to be done on it. Yes, my Sherry and Eleni, I have sister. I've experienced both the Petrodactyl / giant nighttime thunder, freaking whatever the fuck it was, and also the Sasquatch shriek and them throwing boulders down an embankment on the other side of the valley to where we all were. And those are two separate scripted experiments with me that will stay with me the rest of my life. I'll go more into depth on a special episode dedicated just to it. We're going to do a couple cryptid episodes coming up as well, with some actual cryptid investigator, researcher trackers too. But look at this site, and they're all in straight lines. And this is just on the outside of it. It's just beginning as he gets closer and closer to the ones at the end that, well, you'll see, undeniably worked on, hewn. Oh yeah, they also get the circles. Like, and look at this. What is this? Is something buried beneath this bigger structure here now? Like, those are much larger megalithic blocks. And that this is, the thing is I see so many sites that look like mounds and pyramids and step pyramid mounds that have these sort of configurations of giant, what look like megalithic stones on top of them and around them, that I've started to photograph and that I am going back to starting this week to get drone footage of. It is a lot of work. I have about 24 hours worth of video editing, uploading, preparation of like transferring files, hard drive stuff, and all of that and over my new cell phone from my old cell phone, updating all of the freaking crypto wallets, like from one to the other. So much work to have to be able to then get my drone functional before I leave in 2.5 days time. And it's a lot. It's almost overbearing at times, but not quite. But every dollar to support this work helps and goes towards inspiring more of it. And look at this, and that if I am able to fundraise enough, and if this is close enough of a site that I will be able to hopefully go here this week, and if not, I will be going to the site before the summer is done, one way or another. And look at these, the perfect circles carved inside of them, and look at those, like this, it's immaculate. Like this is 100% constructed. It's exactly, this is 100% man-made or previous civilization constructed. No doubt about it. Once again, this is the Wandering Wolf Mike's channel video here that was Mike on site here. I post a link in the live chat. Mike also on his channel did a live stream from walking around describing this site while he was there a month ago on his channel, as well as has a drone footage of this site on his channel, as well as the Rock Coulee site that I played at the start of the stream that I will be at this week 100%, and the Sage Wall in Montana. Mike also visited there, just being Wandering Wolf, and he has excellent videos on. Oh, bless your soul. Thank you so much. Did I miss that? Oh, thank you so much, Sasha. Bless your soul. Everything is greatly appreciated, and it all adds up, and it all means the world, and it all helps. And thank you so much for the super sticker, $2 super sticker, Sasha M. It bless you. But, thank you for supporting this work, and thank you everybody that supports this work and helps make it happen. Sorry, I missed a few people that trying to give blue wrenches to right now. Anyone without a blue wrench in the live chat, make sure to comment, and I will make sure to moderate you, as everybody deserves to be a moderator in on my channels. Once again, Sasha, and earlier live or super chat. Thank you so much, Calex, at the start of this stream for the $25, and Sasha M for the $2. Thank you both for helping out, supporting this work. And fascinating how similar this actually feels. Now that he's in this, this is very, very similar to what they call the Okotoks glacial erratic that I was at the other week that I did that stream from, and it blocked out the video. I will have to go back there and actually do a recording that isn't a live stream and just straight video recordings to get. But look at that. That is 100% megalithic. This is a megalithic site, hands down. And look at how similar that rock is to what those shale. Be here before the year ends. And look at this. Just pause it here. Look at this potential structure. What is this? Is this mud fossil? Is this giant cyclopean polygonal geopolymer? Is it actual cut and hewn stone? Is it like it's definitely something intelligent and not natural the way they claim it is. That's for sure. It's constructed. Camera stop work. There we go. Much better. Oh, Susan Jane, bless your soul. Sorry I wasn't keeping my eye out. Thank you so much for supporting this work. And $10 super sticker. Thank you, Susan. Huge support. The three of you, thank you. Thank you all. And it all helps. It all adds up. And it's desperately needed. And you will see more results to come with all the support that comes through. All right, so we have 20 minutes left that we will do here. Right, exactly, 4 a.m. your time, 3:48 your time, all right? It is 1:48 my time, almost 2 a.m. We're 2 hours and 10 minutes in, so I'm going to do 20 more minutes. See, look at that, though. Like, is it a dragon, or was it geopolymer constructed? Was it quarried from this top? Many questions. LiDAR would be the first step. I will be coming to this site. Oh, one love, London McLovin, brother. Shout out to London, just waking up. Good morning in England. In London, of course. So London, this is in southwestern Alberta, close to me, and this in the next few days, July 14th and 15th, I will finally be at this site right here. Showing. Here we go. Finally going to the Medicine Hat Badland Guardians, of which that what I just had on there, the where Wandering Wolf was at what's known as the uh, Mystery Rocks of Saskatchewan, which I believe are either just on the border of Saskatchewan and Alberta provinces in southern Alberta by me. If it's close enough, I will try to go there this week when I go through and down to Medicine Hat Badlands. It might be further south and further east, at which point it will have to be later this summer, but I will be going to that site before the summer is done. In the meantime, I am actually going to this site right here, the Medicine Hat Badland Guardians, July 14th, 15th, and possibly the 16th. I will be exploring this site, these sites, this whole area right here. We went over it in depth with Sarah, Mindful Exposures, in the first hour and a half. Part of the geoglyphology of the site actually actually maps out to this total territory from these different geoglyph earthen works here in Medicine Hat Badland Guardians in these different sites in here. There's also this spot, Omonk, Alberta, which is known as Canada's Stonehenge, an astrological calendar that is very close by to the same area. It's dated to 4,500 years of age. And there's also these balls in both Red Rock Coulee as well as Orion, Alberta, both of which surround this same Medicine Hat Badlands Valley areas. It was maybe 15 or 20 kilometers away, less than that, I think, to those sites. And yes, so what else we have to show here and go through quickly tonight in the last 20 minutes before we call this a night and bid you all adieu, you beautiful souls and awesome beings. I will be trying to desperately do a fundraising stream as I got a free ticket to Shambhala Music Festival that they had asked if I would be able to get there on the July 17th, but that is my birthday, so I have to be there July 18th to start work, and that I will hopefully in Nelson or Solomon, BC, where Shambhala Festival is located, they have cell phone service, so I'll be able to do a bit of streaming, and I will definitely take my recording gear, my different cameras, computer streaming software, as well as recording software to do interviews for the Science of Sound series that I do, and get several interviews with a lot of the different musical artists, DJs, producers, and performing acts that I know that will be performing there this year. It is one of the top electronic music live festivals pretty much in the world. It will be my 12th year at Shambhala, and looking forward to it. But before then, I am going to Medicine Hat Badlands Guardians, where I'm also, if it's close enough and have the time and the gas and can afford the extra night in a hotel, depending on how much we raise, try to go to the Writing on Stone Rock this week as well when I go to the Medicine Hat Badland Guardians, which is another Badlands area that is completely covered in petroglyphs that is also acknowledged at either provincial or national park in southern Alberta, and more of these same Badlands, always the Badlands causing or having all of these very anomalous, suspicious sites, right? And why is that? What is that? Oops, wrong one there. Meant to do this logo there. and looking forward to being at this site here in 2-3 days time finally. And let's see here. We had one last video to play, but first we got some pictures. These are some of the Badlands. I believe this is either part of Writing Stone Badlands, or might be the Drumheller Badlands, or could be the Medicine Hat ones. There's many Badlands everywhere in Alberta, and they're all across North America. They're all across the world. So this is Writing Stone Badlands National Park in Alberta that I'm also going to try to get to if I am able to afford the second night there. And these are the different petroglyphs carved into some of the Writing Stone National Park stone petroglyphs. Pretty cool carvings. Apparently there's thousands of them. This is in Montana at Giants Playground, the Step Pyramid Mountain and Geoglyph that is here. That hopefully I will be able to also make it there by the end of the year if there's enough funding. This is also Giants Playground, the megalithic site in Montana. And even if I don't raise enough to make it to Giants Playground this year, most likely Mike over at Wandering Wolf is going specifically back to Montana and hopefully Alberta to Giants Playground, this site, to get more document it, experience it, and hopefully I will be able to meet him there. The eagle in this rock, so it's got to be geopolymer. How it's infused. Oops. So all of these are in Montana or Alberta, but the majority of these sites, so here's the eagle again, are in, this is all Giants Playground, so there's the eagle carved into this, but it's a big head as well of something. This is also in Giants Playground in Montana. This guy here is in Giants Playground, Montana. 100%. This dude, yeah, Alberta, CA, you got it. I'm in Calgary, Alberta, was where I am based out of and reside, and I will be going to Medicine Hat, Alberta, where those Badlands are. And this is in Montana, I believe close to Billings, Montana, if I'm not mistaken. And this guy here is in Giants Playground. That is one spot I need to go, and we'll be doing more fundraising for at the end of the year, but currently begging for money to be able to make it. I am making it to this place with this place and exploring the heck out of this place with these guys in here, tracking this stuff and exploring this place. This is all happening. This is already booked, paid for, happening, but I'm trying to make some more money to be able to go to this place, Omak, Alberta, as well while I'm out there, as well as writing on Stone Rock. This is Dragon Cave in Montana. I believe also same spot. So this is the oil derrick, the road up, and where I'm going to be in 3 days' time, everyone. You're going to be hopefully seeing live from here, but at the very least, you're going to get recordings of BurnEye in the Valley of the Titan Warrior Heads. This is Giants Playground, geopolymer bird, one of the big monoliths in Giants Playground, Montana. The Buddha, the smiling Buddha rock troll dude of Montana, of Giants Playground again. Just fascinating. This is the entire site. I'm not sure. This might actually be a picture taken by Wandering Wolf, aka Mike's drone, or someone else. Might be Mike's. I don't know. Either way, this is the what's known as the Saskatchewan Mystery Rocks. It's also in southern Canada, close to where I am. And I will also be checking out this location before the year is done. It's very fascinating. Like, look at the straight lines, but then that you've got like what could be a head, shoulders, and back. If it is biogeology, I think more likely this is a structure of some sort. LiDAR needs to be done on this. What was it? Or is it a geoglyph that's been destroyed? A building underneath? Who knows? It's fascinating either way. Here is Julie Ryder, I think her name is, the one that discovered the Montana megaliths and takes care of them. So here we are. This is where I'm going to in 3 days' time, and we'll be exploring this whole area. Kaboom. There we be. There I will be. There we shall see and be. This, I believe, is in Alberta. That might be Montana, though, but I think that's one of the Three Sisters. I'm not sure. This is Alberta, I suspect. Montana, polygonal, megalithic, cyclopean. Could it be Titan feet? Or could it be carved, one or the other? This is Omak, Alberta, Canada Stonehenge that I'd also like to visit. This is Omak, Alberta on the ground, the main part of the dial. Yeah, so here we are again, mysterious megalith found in Saskatchewan, Canada, they say. Oh, Angel Dreams, bless you. Thank you for the $2 sticker super chat, and safe travels and happy investigating. Thank you, darling. The best part is I believe all super chats and everything through YouTube, I get paid on the 21st. So it will come to me right in the middle of me being at Shambhala, which will help a lot. So everything helps, and anything through PayPal will get to me in the next couple days, or gets to me instantly. That then it takes a day to get through to the bank, and will be available to me in 2 days' time when I'm on this trip. So everything helps. PayPal link is in the description, and the YouTube super chats greatly appreciated, and that comes to me for Shambhala, which is epic. So this right here, these are actually megalithic blocks we can see being excavated. How deep down that goes. Wow. This is in Cypress Hills, Alberta, which is right on the border with Saskatchewan, and there's crazy megaliths there. This is a Titan dolom in Montana in the Giants Playground. Here we go. This is the megaliths of Cypress, Alberta, Cypress, Saskatchewan, Cypress Hills. Wife's gone. Be right back. 1 second. Hello, honey.
You crazy mother. Yeah.
It's just Bernie! Hey, Bernie, just like last week, huh?
Weekend at Bernie's.
Not know that I could sing both kinds of music, did you? You know, people, we are looking at the largest structure ever built in the Americas, down in the swamp of Louisiana. I just love the deep south. Yeah. And so the last time I was having a video, people were saying, you know, get yourself a stick. Get yourself a stick for hitting the screen with it and pointing the screen. Actually, if there are any young people watching,
I don't know. Do I still count as young? It's my 38th birthday in 6 days. I turned 38. Shout out to Jim Dillinger. This is Jim Dillinger's most recent video, and quite fascinating what he's going to show down here. All of these ancient canals, or what looks like ancient canals. They don't look new, and if they are ancient, well, it's one hell of a sight. So I'm going to play a bit of this first, and then we'll finish it off with the last of the pictures that I was talking about.
this is a pen.
Yes, Jim, that is a pen. Thank you.
Saying it.
I love you all. Thank you, everybody who's donated.
And
is. Yes, Red Cap Goblin, 100%. I'll be keeping my eye out for everything.
You never know what might come back.
If I'm selling something,
now,
it's a fraud. Fake,
measure this
because you know,
okay,
it's a forged meteorite I just found, and forged gold bars that
we bring it
if I find any
over here.
I mean, didn't find
Loudos.
Fake them. Shut up.
Step on it. Whoops! How does this thing work? Right, and then we will run all the way across to Golden Meadow. The other end of it. Whoops. Gosh darn it, 30 kilometers. 19 miles from end to end. And north to south, I think we're talking about 13, 12 kilometers, something like that there. It's about 8 miles from north to south. Now, what are we going to do here? All we can do here is go in and have a close look at this baby. Yeah? Now, who built this? Who built this thing? There's a canal running through it. There's a road running through it. There are communities within it. A rough died structures, cymatic structures. Look at the goddamn canals on the outside of it here, right? Coming up to it. What a world. What a world. Bernie and Frankie and all you guys, that we had a really good look at that last thing I did. Man, what we got here? What's the history of this place? Who built this? It was Spanish.
I was asking the girl, but then I read.
It was Don Fernando Cordoba, Juan Pablo Montoya, Alexander's occasional cortex.
The Cortez.
He built it. Oh, yeah? Yeah. I must have had a lot of help. Yeah, a lot of help. Miguel with him. Capitan. Yes, Miguel. How many bricks are we going to need to build these building structure?
We need to see what the building structure is first. Some
263 million. 953 million. 752,666. You sure that's going to be enough, Capitan? See. People.
Angel James, I didn't miss it. I said thank you so much for it. Safe travels and happy birthday.
16 million bricks in 14%, 100 miles, 80 miles off the coast.
That your birthday is on the 14th, so happy birthday to
16
you.
million.
And that I will be doing
a stream
hopefully on your birthday from Medicine Hat Badlands, which
we're going to need the swimming pool for the children.
Thank you for the super chat.
Hang on, I got to show you something.
If it works out that it happens on your birthday.
Where is it?
Either way, I'll be getting filmed that day.
There it is. It's just outside of this thing.
That site.
Yeah? What do they call it? Dixie Delta Canal. Okay?
New Christopher, what up, fam? Good to see you.
This baby. Okay, it was 3 and.
Love you all. My Sherry
Doing
and
this all
no, if
wrong.
you're leaving, good night.
Look, from there to there, 3.7 kilometers.
Welcome.
And then around here, another 3-4 kilometers.
All right.
Talking 7 kilometers
I'm
long
gonna go
swimming
for a
pool for the
smoke and a
children.
bathroom break. I'll be
Yeah.
back. Enjoy Jim Dillon's new site.
Capitan. Yes, Miguel. The horses don't work very well under the water, Capitan.
Oh, Melinda, thank you so much for the support.
Oh, yeah?
Joining the channel
How are
members.
we going to get all
And
these bricks
with the
out
new
over
editing
the
that I'm
swamp
doing,
to build this new structure
a
that
lot of
we're
the
building?
videos that I release, they're going to be members only for the first week or so, and then members will get extra bonus early access to a lot of stuff, but it will still come out eventually, just to get extra or early access for being a member and supporting. And thank you. It's a good way for supporting. Bless you all, everyone that's donating, becoming members, and helping this work happen. Back to Jim Dillon.
Actually, here's an important history lesson, children. Yeah? I know what they did. They used seahorses. Oh, shit, man. Cheers. Fucking brilliant idea. Seahorses. Oh, you can drink seahorses?
Doing great, brother. Just going for a smoke quickly.
I mean, they can work very well under the water, Capitan. We can get the bricks out here. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what to say about this. I look at that. Look at this. Look at this whole canal network coming in. Golden Meadow. I mean, I wonder how this place fared. I mean, I don't know what to say about this. I look at that. Look at this. Look at this whole canal network coming in. Golden Meadow. I mean, I wonder how this place fared through Hurricane Katrina. Now, I've been along. I'm just looking at the outskirts of it and what's on the outside of it here, but following the wall along. Well, I don't know whether it is still there.
What is all of that? For sure.
Is it above ground? Is it below ground? Or where is it? But let me tell you, this was not built by the Spanish. Don Miguel and his friend, the Capitan, didn't do this. The only other lie I can tell you is it was built during the Civil War. Very important structure for the protection of the South. Started it in January 1863 and finished it by September 1863. It took 10 months to build this. I can lie all night. Now, who did this? I bet you my story is more accurate than whatever the mainstream narrative is as to how this thing got here. Now, I'm not looking. I'm going to just come out of it to show you, right? I'm going to write it from north to south, okay? Because I'm looking at it from east to west for the screen. Golden Meadow, Galliano. Oh, I'm moving out of it. There it is. And there's New Orleans above it there, okay? So we're in a similar type of swamp that we were in Barnegat, New Jersey the other day. And there is a canal network which obviously goes out to this. Probably road network which is making its way out to it as well. But this is ancient. What could it have been? What would have been its purpose? I mean, yes, you might have to keep the water back. You might have to keep things back. Mm-hmm. But like to go 30, 40 miles down into the swamps outside Louisiana and build the largest structure in the Americas, basically. I mean, it was something freaking importante. And you're just going to get bullshit. Spanish or the British built it. Yeah, they did. Yeah. And they dug the swimming pool for the children. See? And we need a smaller swimming pool for the little children, like this one. Okay. This is 7 kilometers by 3. This is 1.5 kilometers by a half a kilometer. I don't know why I'm not saying miles. I'm stuck in fucking France too long, man. I've lost count of miles. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, you're looking at a structure here, which is almost 20 miles long and looks like 78 miles from one end to the other. A community. Yeah, it's in community now. But where did it come from? How did it get here? We're fascinated over Fort Jefferson with his 16 million bricks. We're talking trillions of whatever type of blocks or bricks went into this thing. Gazillions. Yeah. Anybody out around there knows this place, been there, had a good look at it. Yeah, let us know. Or go in and have a good look at it from the ground. And I don't know. It appears as well that it went on to some extent. Now, when I move south here to, there is a place down here I was looking at. And hang on a second. Yeah, I think it's just a little bit south. St. Charles Catholic Church, you see it? What's this? What is this structure? I mean, look at the size of these houses. These probably wealthy people and their whole irrigation system. And look at this baby. I mean, if I was to try and give it a measurement. Let me see. I keep getting this all wrong. There we go. Bang. That's 3.2 kilometers from end to end. Some type of structure of some sort. And it is, yeah, west, right? Because I have everything turned upside down here, back to front. West of there, down towards the coast. So, your entire coastline, all the way from basically, the other day, some of the lads were saying in the chat, on BurnEye's live chat, from upstate up to New York State, all the way down the coast, all the way down into Florida. Now, I brought you down around past Alabama, Mississippi, and into Louisiana, and it doesn't end, right? So check out your coastline, people. They've been hiding history from you. They're lying to you about the largest structures ever seen. They're just sitting out there. Nobody knows. You drive over it, you walk over it, you drive past it, you see nothing, basically. I'd say it's been stripped away. Anyway, there you go. 13 minutes. I think that's about it. There isn't much more for me to add to all of that. Don't believe anything they tell you. Don't believe what they tell you in history, in geography, science, maths, language. Schools are for fish. Yeah. And if your daddy's rich and he wants to send you to university, spend 150 grand for you to get a degree, you can get a job, maybe down at Chick-fil-A McD, forget about it. Yeah. Do your own research. Find your own truths. They're out there. Don't believe anything I tell you. Go and look for it yourself. Now, I'm going to leave it at that. This is the true history of the world, people. Old world America. The largest structure in the Americas. Hope you enjoyed that. And I'm going to get back to y'all soon. Take care.
Oh dear, sorry about that. I thought I had more time. I should have just gone live from my phone from outside, which I was wanting to do anyways. But before we do that, I guess we will quickly go through the rest of those pictures of megalithic Alberta and megalithic Montana. So we stop that one and we go to this one, this being the megalithic blockwork stones of Cypress Hills, Alberta, which is right on the border of Saskatchewan and Alberta. And this place, look like clearly this is also constructed and that these are everywhere in this area. Take a little trip with me. That's epic. I encourage you to do so. And one love, my chérie, Red Cap Goblin. Much love, brother. Glad to hear you're getting some good air finally. And we've been getting rain up in Alberta, so hopefully all the fires, we're in mid-southern Alberta, but hopefully northern Alberta, where all the fires were, got rain as well, and that the rest of the continent, country, and everywhere that there's fires are going out, and clean air shall prevail, and the forests shall prevail, because, well, we need them. So that looks like megalithic construction to me. This is in Montana, part of Giant's Playground. This also being, this is the swan. You can see the head, the beak, the eye, the neck, the body, the wings. Swan Mountain in Montana at Giant's Playground as well. This guy, this face, also in Giant's Mountain, right? Living in the moment. That's what it's all about. And everyone here is inspiration. And if it weren't for all, it says 43 of you. I bet you there's probably at least triple that watching between the 3 Facebooks, the 3 Twitters, the Rumble account, the 2 YouTubes, the Twitch, as well as Sarah's YouTube. So 3 YouTubes, a Rumble, 3 Twitters, a Twitch, 3 Facebooks that we are all live on right now. And that reminds me, live on Rumble. And please go over to Rumble if you haven't already subscribed to the Rumble channels. I've got 2 different Rumble channels as well as 2 different OdySee channels, but we are live on one of the Rumble channels right now, and I'm posting the link in the live chat for that. Please do give a like and subscribe if you haven't already. So this guy, part of Giant's Playground in Montana, of which I'm hoping to go to this year still, if I'm able to raise the funds by September. Hopefully go to this guy and check out all of Giant's Playground in Montana and verify the different megaliths that I've found in Alberta myself. And also Shambhala next week for the Science of Sound, where I will be getting a whole bunch of recordings with different epic DJs, artists, sound engineers, performers that I know. and that I'll be coming back with all of that for the Science of Sound from Shambhala Music Festival next week. But hopefully in September, this rhino head, and it also a part of this macro terraformed range known as Giant's Playground, and that they testify that this whole structure looks like it's made out of megalithic block. And I have to go to this place. I need to experience it, and I need to go back to several of the places in Alberta that look just like this. Right? They don't watch anybody else's content, apparently. I know. That's not true. Paul at What the Flock TV, he's watched several of my live streams, actually, and me and Campbell streams back in the day. That's how I first got to meet Paul and do a stream. Was he watched the stream live on Campbell's channel that we were multi-streaming, and then came on, and yeah, I've seen him actually watch some of my participate in my live chats, like even just a couple of weeks ago on one of them. But Juan, I don't doubt that at all. Here's another geoglyph face. This one, I believe, is in Montana. If I'm not mistaken, that one looks almost Olmec-like. This is Writing on Stone Rock. This is in Writing on Stone Rock, Alberta. So if I'm able to get enough fundraising together, that hopefully I can also stop by this place this week in the next few days. Hopefully I can, if I can spend another night down there. And this looks like a wall, almost like a wall feature. And then there's the Badlands with all the hoodoos or fairy chimneys, and they're covered in petroglyphic carvings. So hopefully I can make it there this week. If not, hopefully I do plan, no matter what, on getting to this site, Writing on Stone Rock National Park in Alberta, before the season is done. Here's more of the hoodoos of this site in southern Alberta. Look at this in the background, fascinating. And yeah, this is also on its way in southern Alberta, and filled with thousands of ancient, thousand-of-year-old petroglyph carvings as well, and symbols and ancient rock artwork. This site is. And here we have more of the giant cyclopean polygonal megaliths of Montana, of Giant's Playground. That was a dolmen. Here's another one right here, two on top of each other, just absolutely nuts in size and scale. These Montana megaliths, macro megaliths. Cyclopean, they say. Was it because it was giant one-eyed cyclopses and giants and titans that were making these? I believe it. I don't doubt it at all. And that I want to get to this site this year, hopefully in September. This also in Giant's Playground in Montana. This as well, another dolmen-like structure in Montana. A carving, I think, in the Montana megaliths. This showing some geopolymer cover on top of this megalith here on in Montana. Just macro scale. And is this biogeology? Is this a mud fossil? Is that a fish or eel? Like, what was going on in these times? Or is it just intelligently designed carving? And this one in Siberia on the same macro scale. This is another geoglyph. This one, I believe, is actually in Egypt, off one of the canals off of the Nile. Yeah, sorry, there's a couple Egypt pictures in there. So this is the site I will be at in 3 days' time, everyone. 3 days' time. Bernie is finally going to the Medicine Hat Badlands Guardians hopefully we find geoglyph, or not just the geoglyphs at this site, but megaliths. And I am really hoping on getting megaliths, finding some sort of megalithic structures or evidence of past civilizations at this site when I explore it in 2 days' time. This, I believe, also found recently geoglyphs, maybe from a fire. Might have been California, could have been Alberta. This is Kazakhstan. That is different. This I did a live stream from on my channel last week. It is the what is called the glacial erratic, the Okotoks glacial erratic. I think it is artificially structured. There's a face right there on it that even I got close-ups of and showed. There's another face on this side, and that it looks artificially constructed. I will be going back there within a week's time, and from with my new camera as well as the drone, hopefully get drone footage of this site too, the Okotoks glacial erratic. And it looks very artificial, block-like structure, geopolymer potentially. Here's another one. There's the other face, I think, on it. This is the Three Sisters in Canmore, Alberta, that supposedly have carvings on the background, on the backside that I'll be checking out. Here's Omagh, Alberta, one of the medicine wheels / ancient calendar star calendars. This is another one. Sorry, those are very blurry thumbnails. Here we go. Medicine wheel. Oh, maybe that's a different one. Canmore there. Here we go in. This is in off of Vancouver Island in Western Pacific, or sorry, the Pacific Islands of Western Canada. Vancouver Island, or one of the islands off there that guy was found. Once again, the site that we'll be exploring in 3 days' time or 2 days' time. This is Montana Megalith site. Like, look at that complexity of that. Nature did not build this super dolmen. I'm sorry, that was constructed. This is also writing on stone rock with all of the petroglyphs in southern Alberta that I will be trying to get to, document, film, and visit this week in 3 days' time. Writing in Stone National Park with the petroglyphs. Hopefully I can make it here. It looks absolutely exquisite. And the petroglyphs is what I'm also very interested in, and that all of these very strange, always in the Badlands. Thank you, John Supp, for the $5 super sticker. Bless you, everybody that has contributed and supported and donated tonight, today, whatever time it is, wherever you are, that continues to make this work. This work would not be possible without all of your generosity. Thank you, sisters, brothers, and everybody in between who has helped and contributes and makes this stuff happen. Bernie, check out the acoustic if you manage to enter one. Yes, definitely, Red Cap. At these sites too, for sure. And thank you, John. Bless you and everybody. These also in Drumheller, Alberta. This looks more like Drumheller Badlands than Writing on Stone Rock. This is Writing on Stone Rock for sure. And like, what is this over here? This looks like ruins. These look like civilization ruins. So hopefully I'm able to make it here, and hopefully I can get the drone out, because this place, this place covered in thousands of petroglyphs, thousands of year old ancient artwork and language and carvings. And then this is to the south of the border, Montana, another megalithic dolmen. I believe Julie Ryder is her name. Julie Ryder, these freaking macro megalithic megastructure megaliths. This again is one of these stone circle astrological calendars from that's in Alberta here, Omak, Alberta. This is writing on stone rock again, Badlands. So this right here, this is Orion, Alberta. This is on the other side of the valley of the red Rock Coulee that we saw from Wandering Wolf earlier. I believe this is Sage Wall or a part of the Giants Playground. This right here, this looks like a face right there. This guy face here, and this is one of the cliffs of the Three Sisters of Alberta, Writing on Stone National Park. Again, that guy face, I don't know. Pareidolia. Is it all just pareidolia? This is in Montana, Giants Playground again. Oh, wow, we're already at 3 hours. So I meant to stop it an hour ago. And here we are at 3 hours. This one, Siberia, how close and similar these megaliths are. Macro megaliths to Montana and Alberta. This is Montana. This is Orion, Alberta, right next to Red Rock Coulees, again, right next to the Medicine Hat Badland Guardians. Nefer, Sleeping Goddess. Yeah, you can see her there. Again in Montana, Giants Playground. Here we go. This is a really good one of Omak Stone Calendar. This is also in Giants Playground, two faces on a dolmen. Like, yes, how can anyone try to claim that a glacier placed this here? That is 100% placed. Oh, wow, north of NASA. Fascinating. Yes, everything is good. I'm excited that I'm finally going to the Medicine Hat Badland Guardians this week in 3 days' time. 2 days' time, I'll be there. Here's another Montana megalith, macro megalith. Hopefully, I'll be here before the summer's done. This one, I think, is Kazakhstan. This one is Alberta. This is where I will be in 3 and 4 days' time, right before my birthday. So I'm looking forward to it. Bless you all for being here. This was a heck of a great stream. And I will be here in 1 week's time. And definitely this guy I'll try to get drone footage of, and these guys, and this whole valleyway right here. And that's what it's all about. I love you all. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Thank you for tuning in. I think this is a pretty good place to leave it off. The Robotic Watcher Warrior. I have film pictures of an identical Robotic Watcher Warrior at Mount Yamiska in Alberta. This guy is part of Giants Playground, Montana. Yet in Alberta, I have just an identical robotic watcher, as Julie Ryder calls them, and that it's built like this: the angle in these polygonal structures and the head up top. It's in a cave, like guarding a cave entrance at the top of Mount Yamiska. I kid you not. And this one in Giants Playground in Montana. Here again, Writing on Stone Rock, Alberta. Hopefully do that this week. This guy, I think, is in Giants Playground, 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 Sage Wall in Montana. And shout out to Wandering Wolf Mike, who has done several videos on Sage Wall. Here's Julie Ryder at Sage Wall. I hope to get there this year. He's planning on going back, Wandering Wolf going back there this year. If so, I have to be there. Look at this polygonal, massive wall, Sage Wall, Montana. That is as megalithic as you get. And is that biogeology? Are these giant titan bones? Look at that puma cat into the stone. That is exquisite as well. All of this is just mind-blowing. I need to get there this year. I do. And like, look at this on top of the smaller ones. Like, how did that get lifted? Yeah. Giants, titans, past civilizations. Definitely all of the above, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. But look at all of these in northwestern North America. Look at this. In Montana, this guy right here, that is either a carving or a petrified giant titan. That looks like a pyramid. That looks like pyramid structures as well in Montana. Like all of this stuff. Macro terraformed construction. That's in Montana. Identical to the Great Pyramid in Giza. Turtle World. Turtle World, y'all. Turtle World. I feel it. I say it. Twin Flames. Turtle World. Buttes are former castles. There's an alien and Benjamin Franklin by the looks of it. I don't know. You tell me. This right here is Rock Coulee in Alberta. This Montana. That's Alberta. This is Alberta and Montana. Alberta and Montana. And we have reached the end. All right. We have reached the end for today. Bless you all for being here. Thank you, everyone that has donated, that supports this work, that finds value in my work. If you would like to help out, but you cannot afford to donate, liking, sharing, subscribing, hounding your friends to watch these videos, and making sure you spam it everywhere on all platforms. It helps always. Let's see. Homunculus jar update. No, there's no homunculus in there. Don't worry. It is monoatomics and hydrogen, though. And the alchemy research never stops. Here we have colloidal silver, monoatomic silver being made as well. So much to come, so much always being done. Thank you, everyone, for being here today, tonight, tuning in. We will catch you on the next one. Bless you all. A ta-ta for now. Bye. Bye. love you all, and I hope everyone has a blessed day, blessed week, and a blessed life.